Dude, I was outside, and I swear to God, it was raining cats and dogs. Not really outside, but more on my television, where I was watching outside in Seattle, where the Bills were playing. But here on the Mafia Minute, the only rain is the Buffalo Bills, who reign over everything. Much like cash rules everything around me, the Buffalo Bills rule everything around here on the Mafia Minute. I am Magnum Mills here with Jamie G. We're breaking down the Buffalo Bills Week 8 victory at the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be a good time. You're going to enjoy it. Thank you very much for checking out the Mafia Minute, again, presented by Caesar Cat Fantasy Football. You can find us wherever you get your pods and on YouTube, on social media at CaesarCapFF, and on the World Wide Web at MafiaMinute.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the flaps, FLAPS. Very crucial to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please hit the thumb. Jamie G, I have a feeling you are doing okie dokie doggy daddy tonight, if I wanted to put it in true romance terms.
I am doing fan freaking tastic. What is up, Bills Mafia? Hey! Oh, yes. Let's go, Buffalo. What a great road win. How fun was that? Just incredible game all the way around. You got to love it, man. You got to love going on the road, winning a big one, and winning it in dominant fashion. That is what I'm talking about. Bills are 6-2. Go Bills, baby. Let's do it.
Let's do this thing.
And we are coming in pretty close to the finish of the game, so we don't really have anything for Bills on Parade. No new news that's not related to the game, so we can get right to the game because that's what everyone cares about. And Jamie G, correct me if I'm wrong here. I know Terrell Bernard and Curtis Samuel missed the game, but outside of that, did the Bills come out of this game, dare I say, fairly clean on the injury front as far as we know now, Sunday night?
Knocking on wood, here we stand Sunday night. At the moment, it looks like they came out of this game relatively clean from an injury standpoint. It's a sight for sore eyes, and I'm so glad to hear that we made it through one big and didn't have any major injuries as of now. So that's great.
Yeah, you'd love to say that to Pat Sajak, especially because it rhymes. Let's move right into the game review, starting with the grading of your keys to victory. Last episode, Jamie G, you had four keys for the Buffalo Bills that were your keys to victory, Jamie G's keys, and if they accomplished them, they would win the game. Why don't you grade those for us?
Key number one, start fast. We need to get an early lead, never give it up. I think this was an absolute pass. First of all, on defense, came out dominant, 3-and-out right off the bat. Gregory Rousseau just completely owned that series. And then we went out on offense, marched down the field, and scored. We gave up the field goal 7-3, and then we had the turnover. But they managed to get out of that unscathed pretty much. And then from there, they just never looked back. 14-3 at the half, and we're in a really good spot to keep it going. So just a fantastic start to this one. I liked it. Start fast, grade, pass. Key number two, use the lead to take the 12-man out of the game. There were times in this where the only thing you could hear was Bills Mafia. And shout out to Bills Mafia for traveling so well. Y'all were there. It was loud. We could hear you, especially at the end. It was awesome. During Josh Allen's interview at the end of the game, you couldn't even hear the question because you guys were so loud. So that was awesome. But it worked. This place was really fired up. It was noticeably loud on that opening drive for us, marching down the field and getting 7 points on that first drive. And then from there, they kept trying and trying, but the Bills just took them out of the game. So this is an absolute pass. Absolute pass. Key number three, establish the running attack to dominate time of possession. This is another absolute pass. We rushed for 164 yards on 34 attempts, 4.8 yards per carry. Dominated time of possession, 38 minutes and change to Seattle's 21 minutes and change. I mean, this is exactly what I said we had to do. We did it. Absolute pass. And then my fourth key, get pressure on Geno Smith, ideally early and often. Bingo, baby, bring out the brooms, clean sweep. This was also a pass. The Bills only recorded one sack, but they had 5 quarterback hits. Geno rarely had time to get through his reads and his progressions. A lot of times he forced the football, forced him into an errant throw that led to an interception in the second half. Yeah, absolute pass here, Mills. Really happy with this. All 4, clean sweep. Let's go.
All right, man. It sounds like you're on fire, which makes sense because you're usually coming in hot. And you had some predictions for last week for the game. And we do our predictions like we do our buffalo wings several different ways. You got the mild, you got the medium, you got the hot. JBG, once again, break out the Sharpie, give a grade to your predictions coming in hot week 8.
So for the mild here, man, we had a nice mild sauce that typical Western New York fashion. You order a mild, you're still going to get some heat. All right. Bills average more than 4.5 yards per carry. Pass bingo. Yes, they did. Rush for 164 yards on 34 attempts, 4.8 yards per carry. That is a pass, Mills. Our medium, which again is a spicy medium when you're dealing with buffalo. Okay, that's when you order medium wings, you're gonna get a little heat, you're gonna get a little run nose. It's not gonna be the hot, but you're gonna feel it. I said the Bills will get at least one sack and one turnover. Boom! Double pass here. They got a sack. They got two turnovers. One, the first interception by the big man in his entire football career. Pretty awesome job, Austin Johnson. Love that. So that was an absolute pass. Mills, we got pretty spicy with the heat here on the hot. I said Amari Cooper, Super Cooper here, we get 80 plus yards and one touchdown. We did not manage to get this one. We failed this one. He took kind of a back seat this week to James Cook, Khalil Shakir, and Keon Coleman, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with the outcome. We hit 2 out of 3 here, so in my mind, it's an overall pass. Passed on the mild, the medium, failed on the hot, but overall, it's a win.
And while we're doing predictions, Jamie G, you had a final score prediction. This was one of your best of the season because you nailed the Buffalo Bills score. Your prediction was Buffalo Bills 31, Seattle Seahawks 17, and it was Bills 31, Seahawks 10. Did you almost feel bad at the end? Were you hoping for an extra Seahawks touchdown just to give you the perfect prediction, the double P?
If they would have scored in garbage time, I wouldn't have been mad. Put it that way. But I'm really happy. I'll take being close, but getting our score total right, getting the win right. Felt good for 2 weeks in a row. The Bills defense only giving up 10 points.
Yeah, you still would have won by 14, so you probably would have hit any alternate spread wagers or anything like that. So it would have been a good one for the gods. Anything else here on the matchup you would like to highlight? We haven't talked about. I think your guy Greg Rousseau had a good game. James Cook kind of dominated. We're going to hand out some awards, but anything else as far as the matchup you'd like to mention?
Yeah, I'll just say the one bad thing here, and something this team's really got to get a hold on is the penalties, particularly the pre-snap penalties. We had a lot of miscues, a lot of holds on big runs and big plays. Going in with jumbo package, and all of a sudden now there's somebody's out of alignment, or there's pre-snap penalties. Man, you just can't have them. So they really need to clean up that, and I think that's really the main thing. They started fast. Obviously, we won the game in dominant fashion, so you can't nitpick too much. But I think the penalties are something that they really got to focus on cleaning up. Outside of that, I just want to say this was not easy. You're on the road, literally cross country here. It's pouring rain. You're in a hostile environment. For them to go on the road like that and get a win like this, I think it's big, man. I think it's really big. I think it's a critical point here in the season. They needed this, and not only that, the rest of the AFC East lost today, minus New England, who beat the Jets, and the Bills now have a 4-game lead plus in the AFC East. So let's just keep it going one game at a time here. But really excited about this win. What a great dominant win on the road, man. Hard to do in this league.
Hard to do. You can only describe it with 3 words: convincing. Just absolutely beautiful. Makes my heart sing. Like the wild thing. Jamie G, every week we do it when we're reviewing the games. It's more fun when we win, so it should be a great time this week. Give us your Mafia moment for week 8, your favorite moment from the victory over the Seahawks.
There's a lot to choose from, Mills. Your backdrop there with Keon Coleman's one-handed touch in the end zone is up there. Dalton Kincaid is definitely up there with his touchdown, just because how that happened, and pouring rain and everything else, and right before halftime, like, that was awesome. But I'm actually going to go with the big man. Give me Austin Johnson's interception, first one of his career. Not every day you see a defense interior one technique, defensive tackle, get an interception. All right. It's not every day. It was awesome to see. shout out to him for securing that thing and giving the Bills great field position where they went ahead and scored and really put this thing out of reach by a long shot. So awesome, awesome job there. I got to give it to the big man.
Jamie G, it is now time to hand out your Mafia MVP. Who is the MVP for the Week 8 victory, and why is it probably Josh Allen?
It could be Josh Allen, it feels like every week, and he's certainly worthy, but I'm actually going to give it to James Cook. I thought James Cook was absolutely outstanding, and he had several 10, 12-yard runs called back to penalty, still finished the day with 111 yards. Just not just how slash and dash he is, but how patient he is, his balance, how smart he is running the football. But when he needs to, how hard he can hit it, man. I mean, his touchdown run was absolutely awesome. Hit the dude so hard at the goal line, popped his helmet off. Like it was an absolute powerful run. I just think he's turning into such a complete back. He's dangerous in the passing game. He's getting it done on the ground. And when James cooks, everybody eats, man. So I'm really excited about that. I got to give it up for him. Definitely the MVP for this one. But yes, Josh Allen is worthy. Yes, yes.
Josh
Yes, he
Allen
is.
is probably your personal MVP, but I am there
He
for
is.
the James Cooks Everybody Eats T-shirts. Can we will those into existence? We will work on manifesting that. But first, we need to manifest the results of our Bills bets for Week 8. In Jamie G, like I said, we do this every week. Sometimes it's fun when we win, not as much when we lose. And this week we won on everything, including our Bills bets. I had Ray Davis over 5.5 rushing attempts. That was minus 105. 100 Bills bucks bring back about 195. Boom, banked that one. Jamie G, you had James Cook over 65.5 rushing yards. Plus 110, 100 Bills bucks to bring back 210. Boom. The only thing I can say there is you should have gone bigger. And then we
Yeah.
had a tripod, a 3-leg single game parlay, and I can't just say, oh god damn, if we didn't hit all three of those legs. Quite nice. Josh Allen 2+ passing touchdowns. Geno Smith over 0.5 interceptions, and James Cook 70+ rushing yards. So that was plus 525. So again, 100 Bills bucks on that bad boy. Bring back 650 on the season. We're up about 919 Bills bucks on our Bills bet. So keep checking us out on those. Keep drafting, all that. Follow us on those. Good times. And over on Draftkings, we make our picks for our draft Joshes because Josh Allen is the only true king here on the Mafia Minute. Boom. Obviously, again, both right. Said play Josh Allen in your captain spot over there in the showdown. Nothing to it. Easy peasy. We kind of split the difference at the value play. I had Noah Fant, the Seahawks tight end. Jamie G leaned a little bit closer to Ray Davis. The correct answer was ultimately Keon Coleman, which technically was
Right.
$200 above what we would call a value play, but still absolute value. He's the guy you wanted. On the other side of the ball, we both thought it would be Kenneth Walker III that you wanted in there. That was not the case. And we thought the optimal stack would be Josh Allen, Kenneth Walker, Keon Coleman. We were 2 for 3. Really, it was Josh Allen, James Cook, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman. Pick your Seattle wide receiver, and one more there. But we got off to a good start. We got off to a good finish. And to finish out this episode of the Mafia Minute, we only need to do one thing. We need to assign a new article to the Mafia Mannequin. Every week we do a kind of a major league thing, and I should say every week that the Bills win, but we hope that they win every week. If you've ever seen the movie Major League, basically they start with a mannequin with a bunch of stuff on. Every time they win, they take something off. Here we do the reverse. We started out with basically a naked mannequin. Every time the Bills win, we put something on them, we give them something, we give them an accessory. Started out pretty naked, other than some Buffalo Bills boxer shorts. Since then, has got some cool aviators, a nice diamond chain, an ocelot named Bamboo, a cool chicken wing hat. Got some stuff going on here. Jamie G, after this win over the Seahawks, what are you adding to the Mafia Mannequin?
I gotta say, Mills, how awesome is the wing hat, dude? Like that is so cool. He's an absolute stud out there. I gotta get a wing hat. That's anybody who wants to buy Jamie
That
G
was a
something for
real life picture
Christmas.
too,
That's
not a
what I want.
rendering. They are very they look almost cartoonish in real life, but yeah, they're a wing hat. They're a real thing.
It's awesome. I'm getting one. But Mills, our mannequin, listen, man, it's when you're gonna party with Bills Mafia and you're gonna tailgate, the one thing you absolutely have to have, it's quintessential for your success, for dominating the tailgate. He's got to have a cold beer. Let's get this guy a drink. He's got to have a beer so he can hang out with the rest of Bills Mafia, and eventually he can do the bowling ball shots and eat the pizza out of the filing cabinet and all that. But for right now, he's got to have a beer. And he earned it. We earned it. We earned a beer, didn't we?
We definitely earned a beverage, and if you have hanged out in Western New York, they will call Labatt a domestic up there. So they made some Zubaz cans, just for the Bills Mafia. So
Yes.
let's get him a Zubaz can of that Labatt, be it blue or blue light, whatever your preference is. Jamie G, this was a big win. We're gonna have to move on to next week eventually, but you get about another 30 to 60 seconds here to just bask in the glow of the victory. Anything else you would like to add?
Just enjoy this one, Bills Mafia. It is hard to win, period. But to go on the road and have another dominant win like this, it's awesome. They're not all going to go like this. We're going to have to find a way to win some close ones. But man, we'll take them how we get them. 6-2 feels absolutely awesome. I think we keep playing like this. We're a legitimate threat to win the Super Bowl, and I cannot wait to see where this season goes. Man, enjoy it. And let's get our minds right. We got another big one coming up this coming up weekend. Make sure you check us out because we'll be breaking down that game right here on the Mafia Minute. But enjoy this one, Bills Mafia. What a win, baby. It's gonna feel good all week.
I mean, ideally, it feels good all the time, but I'll settle for all week, then all month, then all year, because that's how we do it here in progressions on the Mafia Minute as the clock ticks down towards hopefully the playoffs and beyond. Thank you very much for checking out our show. You can find us wherever you get your pods. We are presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. Find us on YouTube, on social media, and on the World Wide Web at Seize the Gap FF. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the Flaps, FLAPS, crucial to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please thumb Jamie G. You get about another 10 seconds to celebrate. Go.
Bills make me wanna shout. Go Bills.